This set is a really simple ombre, and I of course had to add a little bit of glitter to finish it off. I've also been trying out a hard gel in a bottle that's becoming a new staple product for me. I'm going to be using it today and show you how I use it to add some beautiful structure and strength to these nails. So let's jump right into it. These are her nails, 3 weeks grown out. I've been using the Kinetics nail products on her and they are lasting beautifully. This is what her natural nails looked like when I first did them back in July. They were super cute, little shorties, and now we have grown this beautiful length using builder gels. So for the removal, I am taking down the color and debulking the old product a little bit, and I'm using the Erica's ATA tapered carbide barrel for this. It is a safety top and I use the medium grit, and what I do is I actually remove the color, but I'm also smoothing and flattening out the old builder gel, and this way we have a nice smooth transition from the regrowth to the old product, and I can easily overlay the nails with the new builder gel and make them nice and smooth. This also helps getting the right structure, because if you leave too much bulk on the nail, then over time the nails are just going to keep getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So to make sure that the free edge doesn't get too thick and that the apex is in the right place, I'm just smoothing out this old base. Also, my efile is set to around 30,000 RPMs. Using it on a high speed keeps it from getting hot, and it works more efficiently so that you're not taking forever on the removal. Now on this thumb, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of like a white spot in the center, and so I knew that there had to be some lifting. It looks like there's a pocket lift in there, so I'm just gently filing around the lift and then it will pop out really easily. I just used my pusher and it just came right out, and then I just make sure that there's no little lifts left behind, and I just take a buffer and kind of smooth it out gently, and then we're good to go. Now it's time for our prep. I'm using the Stolix pusher. This one has a slanted pusher and then a loop tool on the other side. And the loop tool is really great for removing excess cuticle before you go in with your diamond bits. Also notice that when I am pushing, I'm kind of like rolling it a little bit, and that's just to help open up that cuticle pocket. This client actually has very easy skin to work with. Like, I love doing her nails because the skin is so easy and it's really easy to push back and clean up. Now I'm using my 240 grit file and I'm smoothing out any of the remaining material that's left on the nail, blending it in, make sure it's really nice and smooth again so that we can apply our builder, our hard gel, and have to do very little finish filing because the base is smooth. If you leave the base really like jaggedy and uneven, it's going to be harder to get a smooth application. Also, don't forget, I always link everything down in that description box, so if you want the links to anything, make sure to check there. Now it's time for my diamond bits, and I'm using the Eric Satie Rocket Flame. I really love this one. It just is like a great all-around flame bit. I don't know, it's just my favorite. It's in the fine grit, and I have it between 15 to 18,000 RPMs in forward, and I'm working on that left side. Also notice that I make sure to pull the skin back with my other hand, my finger or my thumb, and that is going to help open up that area so that I can get it really nice and clean and I don't risk accidentally overfiling. Then once I'm done with the left side, I flip it into reverse and I go down the right side. Also, I got these new little duster brushes. They are so soft, and my client, even like my client who has very sensitive skin, she was like, oh my gosh, that is so soft. And I was like, I know, it's like, it's just doesn't even feel like anything, and it just brushes off the dust really well. So I'll make sure and put the link for those down below, but they are so incredibly soft. Now I'm just nipping any dead skin, and I'm using my Eric Satie Boss Lady nippers in the 3mm. Then I'm going back in with my diamond flame bit. This is the same one I used before, and I'm just cleaning up anything that I see on the nail plate that I maybe have missed after I nipped. Sometimes it kind of allows you to see a little bit farther. And then I'm also polishing the skin. This is kind of called like the one bit method, where you use the one flame bit to clean up the nail plate and also polish the skin after nipping. Now I'm using the Kinetics cleanser. This cleanser is a cleanser and dehydrator. So you'll notice the skin turns a little bit white after I use it. It's just because it is removing any excess oils and really dehydrating the nail plate so that it's really nice and clean and ready for our products. If you want, you can also go in with the actual like separate dehydrator with the brush, especially if your client has really oily nails. I would definitely recommend doing this. And then after that, I go in with the Kinetics Bonder, which is basically their non-acid primer. So I'm doing a nice thin coat on the nail of that. You don't want it too wet. And then we're ready for our gel. Okay, to start with our gel application, I'm using the Kinetics Max Base. Hopefully it's in stock when I post this video, because every time it comes back in stock, it sells out really quickly. So make sure to grab it if it's in stock. This is the Max Base. You want to always use this first before you go in with any of the other Kinetics products. So Max Base first, then you can choose your product that you want to use for strength or structure. I also like this little hack if you want a little bit more of a precise application. Put it on the nail and then grab your gel brush, and you can just make sure you get it nice and tucked in really close into that cuticle area, and a really good even application. Now for the builder, I'm using their gel in a bottle. This is actually a new shade also. This is called their Nude Spark, and it is their nude color with a really fine sparkle in it. It's so pretty. So I was really excited. I just got these in. I was really excited to use them, so I had to use them on my client. So this is a hard gel in a bottle. I only know of a couple other brands that offer a hard gel in a bottle, so it's kind of unique and I am really, really liking it. It lasts so well and it's very easy to apply once you get the hang of it. The brush, as you can see, is a little bit short and wide, but once you get the hang of using it, it actually is really easy. And what I do is I apply my slip layer and then I work the product down the nail, a bigger bead of product. And you can see I'm just barely touching that product with the edge of my brush, and I just gently guide it down the nail. I do not want to use really any pressure on the brush. I don't really need to. It self-levels beautifully, super easy to apply. So it does come in a range of colors, and then again, they also came out with these glitter ones. They have this one, which is their Spark collection, and it's these really fine glitters, and then they also have the Frost version, and the Frost has more of like these iridescent flakes in it. It's so pretty. I love the Silk Frost and the Milky Frost. It's gorgeous. So because we worked really hard on our application, we really don't need to do any extensive, crazy finish filing. All I'm doing is filing the edge. I'm shortening her nails a little bit. I did not shorten them at all during the removal or the prep, so I'm taking the time now to shorten them and just refine the shape, making the shape really nice and crisp. And then if I need to go over the surface, I can, but really, I worked really hard on my application. I think this thumb, the one that had the pocket lift, I needed to kind of refine the surface just a little bit. But other than that, like most of the nails, I barely had to touch the surface. And then I will just go over the top with a buffer just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And then we're ready for our design. Creating a beautiful structure on nails is really all about your application. Focus on your application. That is really what's going to make a difference in the final result of your nails. Okay, for the design, I'm using this Amy's Clients Paint and Pat palette. This is like a patting gel palette. I don't know how many of you have heard of patting gels. They're kind of like taking over recently, but they are for this type of design, basically patting with a sponge. So I use this really bright coral and I just put it on the sponge a little bit, and then I'm just patting it on to the free edge of the nail. And then you're just gonna get this really beautiful ombre. And I did this twice, so I did 2 coats. So I did this first coat, cured it, and then I did a second coat just to kind of really brighten up the color a little bit more. These just work so great. You can also use them for nail art. They're just very, very thick. They wouldn't be the best for like doing large areas or anything. Okay, now it's time to add some glitter, and I'm using some various glitters from Magpie Beauty. These are like these matte glitters, so they're not sparkly except these stars. I added these sparkly stars. Now, please forgive me if you have been here for a while. You have seen this glitter gel that I use and it's discontinued, and I am so sorry. I keep using it and showing it in videos. There is a similar one someone sent me, which is Fireworks from IBD. So check that out if you want something similar. So what I do is I take my dotting tool, I just touch the wet gel. I have not cured it. And then that is what allows me to pick up the different glitters and stick them onto the nail. So I am just doing a mix of these matte glitters. I think they're really fun. I love using them like this. They look like little confetti pieces. My client said the nails looked like little paint splatters, which I thought was really cute. Totally looks like that. So I used this pink, coral, and the purple one. And then I'm picking up these little stars as well in gold, silver, or pink, like rose gold, whichever ones just kind of land on my dotting tool is what I go with. But I think it's really cute. I think this is like a fun spring confetti ombre. Once I have the glitter placed exactly where I want it, I go ahead and cure that. And then I also do the thumb as well. Also, I wanted to make sure and say, when I applied that glitter gel over the top, I did it very thin because I do not want to add any bulk. It's just something for those glitters to stick to. So I applied it very, very thin. Now, to make sure these glitters are covered well and the end result is not bumpy, I did go in with another thin layer of that glitter gel. You can see how fine it is. It's a really fine holographic clear glitter gel. And then once I did that, cured it, then I went in with my top coat, and I'm using the Cocoist Ultra Glossy top coat just because it's a little bit thicker, so it kind of covers over those glitters a little easier. This pinky nail, I noticed in the corner, it's very small, but it just kind of leaked onto the skin a little bit, the gel. So I'm just using the Erica's ATA Uh-Oh bit and just removing that, cleaning it up just to make sure that we don't have any lifting. And then I'm using my file, just refining that very edge just a little bit. This just makes the shape look chef's kiss. Then I'm finishing with some cuticle oil, and the oil that I'm using today is from the Oil Atelier. It's a new brand of cuticle oil, and it's actually locally made near me by some other nail techs, friends of mine. So I'm happy to be using their cuticle oil. It smells so good. I'll put the link, check them out. Small business support, you know how it goes. And the skin looks really nice and lovely. It's really not very greasy, looks great. So this is how the nails turned out. I think they're so cute, like literally confetti on the nails. If you watch till the end of this video, go comment, let's say a little sparkle emoji so that I know who you are. And if you're new here, my name is Katie. If you enjoy this style of content, I share a lot of nail education on this channel, so make sure to subscribe. My client sent me this cute little video of her nails outside. I love the way the sun just catches that glitter. It's adorable. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one where I test 10 different top coats to find the best one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.